Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Oh, why yes, I am. Well, I have a decent suit of armor and a well-made steel blade. And I'm Breton. Oh, not really to speak of, like, war or anything. The Great War ended when I was just a kid. But I did see a mud crab down by the water recently. I stayed clear of him, though. Horrible creatures. Oh, please, please don't say that. I made it all the way here from High Rock on my own. I know I can do it if you just give me a chance. No one in my family ever did anything exciting. No one has been on any adventures or done any exploring. In fact, I'm the first one in my family to ever travel this far from home. I come from a long line of boring non-adventurers, all the way back to my great-great-grandfather, Nondrik. The most exciting thing he ever did was pick flowers and get chased by a wolf. But I want to be the first to break that tradition. So please, please, at least let me try. I promise you won't be disappointed.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie
like a
down and
test.
bleed."
And if I make it there, I pass.
So then came
Very
clashing
clever.
and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change. Commander Caius walks around Dragon's Reach like a preening rooster. I could do his job blindfold.
Is just about done. Drive out the storm cloaks and restore.
Hi.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery. I really need your help. I don't want to lose my job at the fishery. What am I going to do? My job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. It is our most favored company. Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolly say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal and very hard to come by. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. Bolly is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma again, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. You've been kind. I thank you. The coin, you've come to the right place.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you're carrying, eh, lass? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste? I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
How should I know?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stamp. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead? I'm selling the best mead in town for cheap. Interested? No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Vilmer Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indaren from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. Remember, keep this to yourself.
Is there something I can do for you? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
Why don't they listen to me?
I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And we both thank you.
If we don't make peace within soon you may get a walk out on your hands.
3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Ah, you're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Talon, do you believe what they're saying? Do you really
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Why don't they listen to me, Kirava? Why won't they do as I
I presume
say?
you're bothering me for a good reason.
Maybe it's your breath.
Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city.
Give them an inch.
I have the Jarl's ear, and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me, and I pay a visit to the Thieves' Guild. Make me angry, and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
Had planning for Wolf. Maybe you should
Out of my way.
Stupid lizard. I said, give me some more drink, or I'll have your head on a pike.
suit yourself.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing. Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onre. You should try it sometime. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping the city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I try to include her in my lessons for Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Remember to give at the temple.
As you can see, there are many of my kind here in this town. They all said, come to Riften and make yourself a new life here. So Wanandun comes. And for what? There is nothing for me here. What would one Andun do? Work in the fishery? Join the thieves? I'm not a thief, and I hate fish. Yes, finally you came. That's the only reason I know leave this place. But Juan Andun was about to give up on you. Oh, but yes, Juan Andun is equally skilled in steel as well as stealth. I am now practicing my skills with the big sword. But I am able to use my bow anytime I need to. Juan Andun has not much use for the magic arts, but can heal self if I need to. Oh, like a test, and if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
What wasn't I clear about?
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought. Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning. It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child. It's been good talking to you.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, the Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends? Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on? Mjol the Lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade. Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet. Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you. Come back and see us again.
What wasn't I clear about? I'll be at the market come morning. Do you want me to hold you? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. Okay, lass. Ready to make some coin? Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. You need to hear this.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerve root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Thalma blood. Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the Snow Elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends.
They were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins. How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are... Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
Vegetables as
waste of time.
winter's morning.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. My organization's been having a run of bad luck, but I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from, if you think you can handle it. All right then, let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
All right, Branche. Turn out your pockets. We know you have it.
Have what? What in blazes are you talking about?
Don't play stupid. I said turn out your pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
Never seen me all this upset
That's
about
right.
anything.
It isn't yours.
The city really
You're under
gets to me.
arrest, Branche.
Yes?
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
Vegetables.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk up with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
Buy some armor and live to
But
tell about it.
Very well.
Beautiful baubles. Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Looking to stay alive.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad? I can't take this place anymore. The trees, all the colors, but the city so dark. Why? It makes no sense. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
All right. Buy armor from Relka.
Ugh. Been tending to your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Safe travels.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Yeah, I guess so. All my life I've been picked on because I'm small. Everyone has always said I can't do the things I want to do because of it. I want to be a warrior like the great Nords throughout history. It's just that no one has ever believed in me. They say warriors aren't supposed to be little, but they don't understand that small also means quick and agile, light on your feet and stealthy. You don't have to be a lumbering brute to be a good fighter. Yes, and I'm good with the sword as well as with the bow. I would make an excellent guard and will defend my post to the death if necessary. Do I get the job? Oh, it's like a test. And if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
I was born and raised in Skyrim, but the Nords treat us like dirt. I was born and raised in Skyrim, but the Nords treat us like dirt.
pine's sake, Scott. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Ulrich is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of
They
his
say that vampires attack the Hall of the Vigilant.
loyalty.
Burned it to the
and
ground.
We're loyal to
Never heard
Dawnstar.
of vampires doing anything like that.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
My duty is to guard Brina Meredith.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery. Not a single man or woman in Dawnstar has gotten a good night's rest in days. We keep having the same nightmare, over and over. If people aren't tired, they're angry. And if they aren't angry, they're afraid. It's made keeping order a mess. I hear Mara has sent one of her priests to the inn to try to calm people down. But I don't know how much words will do now. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the coal down.
Yes, we had about given up on you, but I'm glad you came. The Dominion killed our mother and father during the war in Hammerfell. Sorian and I were just children then. When they invaded, we had to run and hide in the fields to escape. After that, our older brother taught us to fight and survive off the land. So you might say we developed a certain skill set over the years. Make no mistake, we will make excellent guards for your town. Both of us are equally skilled in a blade and bow. Oh, like a test. And if we make it there, we pass. Very clever.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rodvir.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
You should
Stand back. Interrupting an execution is a serious crime.
Bet she know now, Advar.
Stand back. Interrupting an execution is a serious crime.
Yeah. You helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Out with it. Out with it.
Feel free to make requests.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Yes, the prey has finally found the hunter, no? No? Giotto sees this, and this is good. But the hunter waits for you. The hunter is skilled in the sword and the bow. Giotto served many years aboard ships from elsewhere as deckhand and guard. Giotto has many stories he could tell of wondrous places he has seen. Giotto likes the night. Stars very pretty in Skyrim. Giotto sees better at night. Can be very sneaky then. Oh, very bad, my last ship. Very, very bad. Sailors know like Giotto's dog. Sailors kill Giotto's dog and throw him in the sea. Yes, Giotto likes dogs. Dogs are pretty. Can you get Giotto dog sometime? Oh, sad. That sheep, very bad. Giotto leave and stay in Skyrim for a while. Look for work. Oh, right away. I'll be right behind you.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Good to see you. Yes, I believe they are all waiting in the courtyard for your return. But before we address them, I need to ask you something. Well, you saved my life from that stinking prison, and I value your opinion on their skills. I was wondering if you would be willing to help me with the evaluation of these new recruits. We've been getting reports of trouble from people all over Skyrim. Bandits, vampires, Draugr, and whatnot. If you could scout out some of these reports and take a recruit with you each time, we can evaluate their skills more quickly. Great! I hoped you would help. Please, follow me to address the recruits. See me after, and we'll get started on the evaluations. Recruits! Front and center. Form a line right here. Let's see now. What do we have here? A lizard, a catman, a puny Nord, and a woman. You're a pitiful lad, aren't you?
Sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
You sound like a bunch of baby mud crabs. When I ask you a question, the first and last thing to come out of your feeder sewers will be sir. Now say it like you have a bear.
Sir, yes, sir.
What happened to you, Lizard? Did your mother have any eggs that hatched?
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, all of you are flabby and weak. But today, we begin your training. You will patrol, you will train on the targets, and I might just let you get a little sleep. How about you, Breton? What's your story?
I want to become an adventurer, like you. And no one in my family ever did anything exciting. I aim to change that.
Oh. Seeking fame and fortune, eh? Well, you'll be adventuring soon enough. With our friend here. Each one of you will be going into the field to look for strengths and weaknesses in your combat skills. It will not be easy. It will be hard. But maybe with proper training you might just become skilled enough to have a home here. Now then, you each have your assigned duties and training to resume, so get to work. Now, soldiers!
Sir, 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 yes, sir.
Well, look who it is. Good to see you again, friend.